Hello everybody, this is Bazker. Welcome back to another episode of Banished. And last time, which has been several days now, if not over a week. I know I just released the video maybe 3 or 4 days ago, but it had been recorded for a while. But in that last episode, we really worked out on our dock here, and came out this direction and started building out where we're going to put our fisheries at, which we really need some more people before we can start stocking those up. One thing I'm noticing, and I don't think there's a whole lot I can do about it without removing the road, is I think the roads are causing some issues around here. You can kind of see it flashes a little bit. I'm not sure what's up with that, but I'm not going to worry about it too much right now because I'm going to try to stay close in anyways. So let's go ahead and get started. I did have a comment, and I forget the name. I will try to annotate the video when it's all said and done, but there was a comment from a new follower who said that he'd like to see some sort of town area that's like a big city central and like a big open kind of plaza kind of thing, which I really like the idea of. This is kind of going to be that to an extent, but I've mentioned before, I really want to create another area where we hold like a big city, maybe over in this area. Another option I thought, would be somewhere over in here or something like that. I'm not exactly sure where that's going to be yet, but probably going to be several episodes before we even get to that point. Right now we're still just trying to work on getting things up and running and steady. And right now we haven't been able to even trade for anything hardly, so it's something we gotta work on here. And let's see here, what do we got going? We're a forge, and we built a blacksmith, that is right. I remember. And I wanted to build, we have 50 tools. I want to build iron tools. The problem I've had in previous cities is that even though you can technically build rough tools a lot easier, they tend not to last as long as I can keep up with them. So I think iron tools is still the way to go. I know not everybody agrees with that, but that's my stance on it for the moment anyways. That might change in the future. With enough people making stuff, it's probably a different story. And now that we do have our blacksmith up and going, we can also switch over our dock workers to do something else. We could make survival codes, we could make rope. Rope would be a decent trade item, as well as it's a good item because we'll need it for upgrading dock buildings. And I'm not sure what we have in the way of reeds and feathers to begin with, so let's take a look at our town hall hill here. And we have, let's see, feathers. We probably don't have much in the way of feathers at all. 36, because we're just getting them from duck kills. We don't have any chickens at this point. And reeds, 56, but we can pump up the reed production without any problem. That's just a matter of putting in some more. And I really think I will be putting in more of those reeds here before too long. Probably just right along here still. And we also have our potter. What's going on there? Been playing other games too much, not clicking the right buttons here. Pottery, we're going right along on pottery, and we're getting it thrown in here. We got 209 pottery. That is a lot of pottery. It sells for 25 a piece, so it's good. And before I start making another trade good, which even though I may make the trade good, before I'd move it into a trader, I want to build another trader. I've mentioned it before, and you saw it in last season. There is a, not so much a bug, I think, as just it's the way it's designed, but if you have too many things in here that you can't fill up really, really fast, and they take a while to fill up, they're going to fill up in the order they're listed. So if I wasn't producing any beeswax, and I told it to have 800 in here, then it's going to take forever for the pottery to get filled because we're waiting on beeswax. So it's just not something you want to deal with. And I just wanted to see, because 800 was a weird number on there. I guess 800 is what I told it to have. Chandler's is another thing we should be building at some point here, and I really kind of want to build some of that stuff over in this general area. This apiary I didn't like anyways because it's up against this brewery, but we'll see. Okay, and enough chit-chat. I do think this turned out wonderful, though. I love the placement on that. And let's say we have 9 laborers and 4 builders, and they're not doing anything at the moment. So right now, all anybody's doing is working on product. So let's go ahead and put in another reed farmer. I think we're really going to need that here sooner than later, anyways. So let's go ahead and do that. I think I will just put a butt up against it, and I'm going to go ahead and build another one, I think. I'll go ahead and build a whole row of them. We can only fit 1 worker in each one anyways, so... And apparently we do actually have another reed farmer somewhere. Do we have another reed farm set up? Or are those just dock workers? I think that's what this is. I think they're dock workers. Yeah. So that's what that is. Now you can harvest reeds from shore houses as well, but I'd rather spend our time and effort on the shore houses mining the clay. Clay is just something we need a lot of for this build to work. And if I'm not staying close enough into the ground, a lot of times you're going to have to let me know. I'm not exactly sure how much time to spend up in the air and down at the ground, so you just have to let me know. We have 3,100 fish right now. We're doing pretty good with food. That's a good thing. And we've got 1 survival coat built there. We've got some meat in stock. That's good. And we should be producing some iron. Oh, and this guy, what do I have this speed set on? It's on 5 times? I guess 5 times is okay right now. I already have him up and running here. So let's go ahead and get them all set up and good to go. Which probably means we really ought to have another house over here, I would imagine. This will get our fire bundlers the ability to make more fire, or more bundles, and then those bundles will get turned into furnace fuel by our fuel refinery. And then our fuel refinery will in turn provide the furnace fuel for our forge. And we really need some more people. I would love to get some nomads in here before too long. That would be really nice. In fact, I'm thinking about building a boarding house. A town lodging would be great, but we don't have any of the building supplies, I believe is what that icon is. So we can't do that just yet. But we could put in a boarding house. Maybe over here on the island wouldn't be a bad spot for it. And I know this isn't really an island, it'd be a peninsula, I believe. But we're going to call it an island because it's easier. And I thought I put all this in. I'm a little confused at the moment because I thought we had all this put in. Perhaps not. I may have to go back and watch a previous video to check that out, because I could have swore we had this whole row put in, but maybe we didn't because we weren't sure where we were going to build out over here. That's a possibility. I had a corrupted save file with my SimCity Let's Play, so I'm on edge, I guess, is probably all it is. Got a new laborer, that's good. Might look okay off like to the side. We're gonna build it there. We are gonna need a lot of stone. Some there and some there. just fine. Herbalist has got 100 herbs. Everybody's healthy though, so nobody's eating those herbs really. And I've mentioned it, I think, in another video, but I don't think I've mentioned it during the Banished series. I am working on a website, and I'm going to have a place out there where you can go out there and just see, the recent videos and things like that. And just another place for me to direct people for additional information is largely what it is. But it's also going to have some written guides on it. I've got one written for Path of Exile already that'll be out there when I launch. The site's already available if you want to take a look at it. That's totally fine. It's just not completely done yet. It's a basker.simplepotential.com, which I'll put a link in the description. And I'll do a full video on it whenever I launch completely. And I'm also using it as a way to let people know when I apply for jobs that there is a place they can go to see coding and things of that nature. And we could pick up some figs. We can do that. We can use our beeswax for something here. Tin ore. It may not be a bad idea to take it. We are going to make tin cans, so we will use it eventually. So let's do this. We got to pay for all of it with beeswax, no problem. So yeah, we'll take the tin ore. We're not going to do anything with it just yet, but we can later. And let me see here. Gosh, I really did think, thought that I had finished this off. I'm still a little dumbfounded that it's not finished. Okay, so let's look in the right place for it first. I guess the decision, is still, should we be putting something else out here? And I don't think it would be a bad idea maybe to build out like a dock that goes right through here. What would a fishery look like over here? Would we have enough... Oops, oh, it's auto-saving. Would we have enough area to justify a... Oh, that's a fishing quay wall. That's not what we would want. Dock. Would we have enough to justify this? Lose a lot of fishing area. Which could come out a little bit there and actually put one in. It might not be a terrible idea. I don't think I'm going to worry about it right now though, because we're going to put in up here and they'll definitely do good there. So let's do this. Let's put in some sort of... Should I put in a storage section over here? Storage is nice to have no matter where you're at. I don't know what else we'll have out here. We could have some sort of... I don't know. I could put in water scavengers. Or even some more reeds. I hadn't really thought about any of this, guys. So yeah, dry storage. We've got a locker, which is a meat locker, I guess. Koi barn. Koi house. Can't build the house. And can't build the brewery. I wish we had a few more options for the... or I keep saying koi, it's key. I wish we had some more key options. This might not be a bad idea though. Just to, if for no other reason, it'll look pretty good, I think. Let's see. How far in would you put that? Guess you put it in roughly there. And then you would want to build the underbuilding. Here. And here. And reserve for tools is low. That's not good. We got another tool crisis, guys. Oh, shoot. It's because we're out of iron. So let's switch this guy over to... No, let's not do that. Let's leave him doing survival codes. Switch him back to rough tools. We're out of furnace fuel. Could be part of our problem. We should be producing fire bundles without a problem. But that's indeed what we're waiting on, is fire bundles. Producing reeds like crazy, so there really shouldn't be a problem producing these. So I probably need to add in another bundling shed. Key stuff can wait. I don't think there's any other way to make fire bundles. I think you have bundling sheds and that's it. It'd be kind of nice if you had a way to have an upgraded version of that. Could do one off here. That might not be so bad. Although I do like the idea of having them all kind of centralized up here. Let's do one like that. We're just going to do one right now. We don't have the laborers really to support it anyways. And we do have our boarding house up and going. That's good. Now if we can just get some stinking nomads in there. Oh my, that's a lot of tool shortage. Pretty much everyone is without a tool at the moment. We'll get it taken care of though. Let's go back down with this here. And I just want to give comment an FYI too. Whenever I do get to the point where I'm going to announce my website, I'm going to have a giveaway, I believe, for those games I've been talking about. So watch for that video. It'll be kind of a channel update and announcement. So we'll see. And also, let me know what you guys think about the new banner on YouTube. If you go out to my front page for YouTube, kind of put together something a little more, hopefully professional looking, something that doesn't look like it was made with clip art. And I'm going to also work on an intro video for newcomers too, so that they have something out there that's a little different than what I have out there. And I also put the same thing up on Twitter, another background image out there too. It's just kind of a collage of games that I play and record. I thought it turned out looking pretty good. I'd be curious what other people think. Okay, so we got our bundler here. And I'm going to go ahead and fill it up with 2. Whoops. Put this to reeds. Yes. And we can get those tools up and going. You know what we really need though is what we really need is to have a trader come through with some tools. That would be most excellent. But the number of people that don't have tools is going down, and we have 4 in stock, so this is good. Unfortunately, these are rough tools, and they're going to run out as quick as I can build them, so really need to get some iron ones in there. We got 72 iron ore, 5 iron. Oops, and our tool number has dropped down again. And see, and our number climbed back up. because they're using the tools as fast as as I can make them, if not faster. That's not good. I really don't want to switch that guy back over to making rough tools. We'll never get ahead in the game with our good tools. Looks like we need to build some more houses. These people are living together way too long. So let's try to do that. People can still build, you know, without tools. It just takes them longer, so something to keep in mind. Let's see. Maybe like a couple like that, maybe. Might work out kind of nicely. How many people do we have versus homes? 20 homes, 33 families. Wow. We need like 8 more homes in addition to these 2. At least. Doing okay on food, so I'm not too worried about building that up just yet. Tools, we're down to 2. That's good. And we got 13 tools, so we are finally producing furnace fuel, which means we should finally be producing more iron. We got 9 iron. Everybody has a tool now at the moment anyways. Let's go ahead and switch us back over. Now one thing we should really think about doing is putting in a school so we can educate our laborers, our workforce in general. We really should be doing that. The problem is I need laborers probably more than I need educated workers. So it becomes quite a difficult decision on what to do there. And I think we're making enough pottery. I don't need to build another pottery barn just yet. Start building these houses yet? We have not. Ooh, do I have lumber? I do not have any lumber. Switch this guy back over to making some lumber. We have literally a ton of firewood, and that's because nobody's using it for anything. Which is where all of our wood went. Because they're taking the wood, what I think is happening in these temperature environments where it doesn't ever get into the freezing temperatures, they're taking coats, they're taking wood, and they're storing it. But they're never having to replenish it because they're not using it. So, something to keep in mind. I guess if I don't have enough... Can I use firewood? Yeah, I could start making firewood out of, or furnace fuel out of firewood if I need to for a little while. But we'll leave it be for right now. And we're gathering herbs again. That means somebody's been eating some herbs. Yeah, let's see here. If we could really get these guys up and going, that would be really nice. We got all the stone we need. I'm out of iron again. I'll pump this up to 2 people in our forge. See if we can make some more iron. And before we totally run out, switch in back to rough tools, and let's see, do we have iron ore? Are we about out of it? We have some, but you know, we got laborers that aren't doing a whole lot, so go ahead and try to collect some of that. There's a lot of it. We'll just go ahead and grab that, and there's some there, some there. It's technically too much to be grabbing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. A little bit of stone, a little bit of stone. We don't need tons of it. Oh good, we got a trader. Let's hope he has tools. If no tools, maybe some animals. Animals wouldn't be a bad situation either. And he's got nothing. We'll take his food. We don't really need it, but we're gonna take it anyways. Do I want the pickled veggies? It's only 665, so yeah, we'll take it. We can pay for it with beeswax, not a problem. So there we go. Add a little more food to our inventory there. And let's see. Energized storage up and going. Looks a little funny sitting there by itself, I guess. But we'll put in some other stuff along this way at some point in time. For now, we're just gonna put that in there. And let's see. So our barn over here is getting pretty full. Wow, we've hit our food limit. That's amazing. But I'm gonna pump that up. Actually, usually I pump this up just immediately to as far as it'll go. Did it stick? Yeah, it's stuck. We always want food. Now, what I'd like to do is start processing that food, but not really into a point where we can do that just yet. Can't tin it. Not yet, anyways. Could smoke it. But we would have to start making barrels for that. So, yeah, we'll just leave it as is for now. Okay, good. They're building those 2 homes. That's good. How much lumber do we have? We got 7, so we need more lumber, but we also need a lot more trees. And, yep, we've immediately got people that moved in. That's good, but we do certainly need to build some more homes. Let's see. I don't think that I want to build like really extravagant looking stuff out here. I want to try to keep this fishery kind of feel to it. Let's see. I could. Well, I can't because I ain't got stuff to do. We could build a magazine out here. It might not look too bad. I don't know. Think about that later. Could build a church. Do I have a church? I kind of thought I did. Or better yet, do I have a graveyard? I do not. Maybe a graveyard would look okay over here. And a church. Maybe in this corner. Or kind of centered up here. That might look okay. Let's do just a small parish house, maybe. Or would we? Yeah, that's take a lot of lumber and stuff. So let's do a small parish house. And I'm gonna have most of the residential over here, and I think I'll probably use that for more non-residential. So let's try to get the happiness bubble as much as possible into the game here. Parish house right there, and we got people dying. We don't have anywhere to bury them, so that's affecting our happiness. So we definitely want to do something about that. And kind of thinking right like that. Now, if you didn't know, you can rotate it. You can see those pillars move around. You can rotate how you get into it. I think I'm going to rotate it so it goes in right there. And then we can, from here, we'll build a road up here. We'll probably build one that connects right there. Get that done. And still good on food, almost out of labor, so that's getting kind of scary. We've got 25 tools and 12 iron now, so let's go ahead and switch back over to log and iron and see if we can do something about this. And keep an eye on our lumber situation. We got 63, and we're going to need 25 for here. And we need at least a couple more houses, and I am going to stick with the town abodes out here. So I'll build one there and one there. running low on mead. Probably about time to start getting some more apiaries in. The only problem is I don't really have any way to staff those apiaries, so I've kind of stunted my growth semi-purposely, but it's kind of to the point now where it's going to really start to impact our ability to even play. So I'm going to make sure we get that taken care of as quickly as possible. This will go away, this stockpile, but I'm going to leave it there for now because we're still collecting trees and such. Oh no, we had somebody die from eating poison berries. That ain't good. Okay, so let's we'll bump our builders down a little bit there. Come on, nomads. Nothing super eventful this episode, but I think I am going to call it here. I mean, we did have a kind of a tool crisis, and we still kind of do. I mean, we're producing a little bit of iron, but we need to be producing a lot more of it in order to keep up demand. And we started collecting some iron ore to make sure we're keeping up there. We got 89 iron ore, so we should be hopefully okay. But I think I'm going to call it an episode here. Yeah. So, like, comment, subscribe, feel free to share the video, and I'll see you next time.